Zach Noe Towers.
Tell you what to do. Wait, do you overthink everything?
Absolutely. But also, I make a specific point. Like, are we recording?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Might as well. It may not make it to the episode.
Okay.
But Kevin McDonald.
Hi.
Hi. Go on.
When I'm streaming, I think it's funny to blow out my mic and just like yell into it. Because I'm usually raging at a video game character that doesn't matter because they piss me off.
Okay.
So, holding a mic where there are consequences, I'm like, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay, yeah, we only blow out backs on this pod. We don't blow out mics.
Speak for yourself.
And none of that. So if you hear like crazy sounds like that, it won't pick it up because these mics actually just like get like what's around.
I'll be the judge of that when I'm listening back.
Oh, are you gonna listen back?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm so insecure. I couldn't possibly
really
record something and then not watch it.
So you and I, Kevin McDonald, you are fitness content creator. You're so much more than those things, I know, but we all
digital content creator with a fitness emphasis.
Yeah. Okay. And you and I were in a Michael Henry video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. You mentioned being, I think, either insecure or depressed on that as well.
Oh, it's my most popular conversation topic.
Really? It's your go-to?
I am wildly insecure. Anxious, depressed, sad. Like, I cannot stop thinking about what other people are thinking about me.
Are you medicated?
No.
Do you fear medication?
No, I don't have health insurance.
Oh,
and for the longest time, it just wasn't a monetary possibility.
Sure.
So for the longest time, I was like, I know things are wrong up here.
Yeah.
And I know there's a pill for it that would at least help. But also that is not, like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. It's not feasible.
There's when I didn't have like, either didn't have good health insurance or didn't have health insurance at all. It's called like Southern California Counseling Center. Mm-hmm. And it's like free to like $20 a session maybe.
Yeah.
And they have psychiatrists there. Something to consider.
It is.
I only say that I'm a drug pusher these days because drugs have helped me so much. Mm-hmm. Like just immensely.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. And I just used to overthink everything.
Yeah, and you're still a mess, so I can't imagine.
Thank you. Oh, the first zinger. The first zinger. His depression ain't that bad, y'all.
Oh, that's the thing. It's so funny because, like, I think that I'm trash. Like, that's the first thing that comes into my brain whenever I consider myself. Like, I don't think I'm good enough. End of sentence.
Any capacity?
Well, I mean, like, there are people out there that do everything I do better. Not an individual, but like everything that I do has been done better by someone else somewhere.
Okay, but like you just hit the nail on the head. Even if you could point to one person who's doing exactly what you do but better,
sure,
there's nothing for you to be had in comparing yourself to that person.
Of course.
So you know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
But that's my first thought. So when I'm making fun of someone, it's always in my brain a punch up.
Interesting.
But other people don't think that.
You know, a lot of people find you attractive.
Sure.
So that's the problem.
Yeah.
You're just a mean girl.
I'm absolutely a mean girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to cure you by the end of this episode. No, I'm kidding.
But no. So like when I'm jabbing at someone, I have to be very careful to make sure it's in like an understood context of playfulness.
Wow.
Because so often, and I grew up like this, everyone thought I was just mean and like, you know that meme, what is it, from 30 Rock, where Liz Lemon goes to her high school reunion and everyone hates her because she was like, you were the meanest girl. Meanwhile, she's just like whispering under her breath. That's me. That's the easiest way to visualize
You're
that.
Liz Lemon.
No, I wish I was Liz Lemon.
Well,
I'm Liz Lemon with a worse job.
That is okay. Wait, so it really comes down to self-love. Like, you don't love yourself?
Ebbs and flows.
Okay.
I think you need to either learn to love yourself or learn to love hating yourself.
No, I don't like that second
Okay.
option. Love hating yourself?
Love to like love your
flaws?
yeah, but just
Okay.
not. I think that's so cringe because it's like love what makes you imperfect. It's like Brenda, you believe in like
Astrology
you
and
think
stuff.
January 6th was a perfectly fine event. Like you're flawed in ways that does not apply to.
Sure.
So that justification makes me nervous because there's so many people who are like, I'm flawed. It's like you've murdered 7
like
people.
you're racist. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
like
okay.
you're not. No, these are things that are bad.
I think I often think of when they talk about flaws as like I'm curvier than I want to be, or I have.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
Yeah. That's
spare
the thing.
tire.
At my best, I like at the end of the day, my political stance is chill the fuck out. Everybody else. So like at the end of the day, my internal qualms are internal, and I know that they are because I am insecure. So I do my best not to take any of my bullshit out on anybody else. Like if I think someone is acting weird online, it's probably because I am so hyper aware of how I'm acting online. I am
Oh.
perceiving them
You're
as
holding them to your standard, like your own standard.
which is completely unfair, and I'm aware of that. But there are too many people who aren't aware of that.
Wow. And it's because you're insecure. How do we get you less insecure?
Oh, pills, baby, pills.
Numb it and forget it.
Yeah, you got some. You got some maybe ZQuil. Maybe you got some.
just be asleep for
just
your
too
life.
Oh, I could. That sounds wonderful.
Or is that the type of depressive you are, like a sleeper?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will just like sit in hypervigilance and be like, wow, let's think about all those things in middle school that you did
you have
incorrectly.
anxiety.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. And then I want to be clear, Kevin came in with a coffee and now he's drinking an energy drink. So
helping,
we've just okay.
helping.
Actually, I feel that too. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I just need to get hyped right now and I'll
Yeah.
push through the overthinking, if that makes any sense.
Honestly, that's kind of how my streams work because before I...
Oh yeah, plug your Twitch stream.
Hey y'all, visit my Twitch streams. You can find me on any platform at your friend Kevin, possibly with an underscore at the end. You can you do your work. You Google. You I'm there. You'll
That's
find
one
it.
of those. You have one of those handles too that like I put you in my phone as your friend Kevin.
Ugh. Yeah.
Sorry, you did. You branded yourself too well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, your friend Kevin is also on Twitch?
Yeah, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, your friend Kevin.
Patreon.
Yes. I am streaming. I stream 5 times a week. You'll find me there. There's always new content. But what's great about Twitch is that it's live and you don't really need a concept before you go in, because if you're just streaming with a video game or you're painting your nails like I do, like you have content in front of you, and it's really nice to just be able to create something that maybe
Without
doesn't matter.
Thought.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the content in front of you? Painting your nails or like watching
Sometimes I'll
something?
paint my nails. Sometimes I'll watch TikToks with my audience. Sometimes I will play a Nintendo video game. Sometimes I'll do whatever.
Do you have it where they can see the TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And this is like
Could you imagine me just sitting in front of a camera watching it? This one's
Oh, it's
really
good.
funny, guys.
Yeah,
I'll
you-
send this one to you guys later. It's
you
really
wouldn't
funny.
get
I'm gonna
it.
comment. Hold on.
it's replaying the audio over and over. Oh, there's nothing worse than like in the bathroom, like you set your phone down, like wash your hands or whatever, and like it just keeps playing.
I thank any god that exists every day for not making an auto scroll function on TikTok, because I don't think I would leave the app if I could just prop the phone up.
Sure.
And like,
And just absorb.
oh my god.
Don't they have like ads in place that go, hey, you've been scrolling for a while, you should take a break? I think they have to have those.
Yeah, I know they just put in timers. Now I have a 10-minute timer set to like tell me I've been on the app for 10 minutes.
Well, that's not enough TikToks.
Well, listen.
That's like giving a heroin addict, just a little baby, 10 minutes of heroin.
We know that doesn't work. This is my freedom. I want as much heroin as I can take.
As my uncle can make. Okay, this is a sex podcast, if you can believe.
I can't. You hosting? I cannot believe.
I know. I have such a virginal image. Do you remember the first thing that made you like horny or aware of sex?
No, but I
Okay.
do. My first image.
Has anything made you horny ever?
Never. I am the most pure. The first image I can think of is Googling Mario on my brother's desktop computer and then scrolling down on Google Images and then seeing like a hot guy named Mario, like
Lopez,
a famous,
maybe.
No, he was like shirtless. He was some
It could
shirtless
have
guy.
been Mario Lopez.
It very well could have been, but like that is the first image in my brain where I'm like, what? Like, yeah,
Okay, so do you identify as gay?
yes.
Oh.
I'm
I think-
actually a straight guy who just really likes Jennifer Coolidge.
There you go.
Let's get that straight, yeah.
That was the most confident yes I've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
Did you know, like, how old were you when Mario?
Yeah.
And
you
you're-
ready for this? You
Like,
ready?
is it 5 or something?
No. Ooh, far too late. You like
What?
this is where the anxiousness, the depression comes in because I was in such deep denial about my queerness that I didn't like come out and like realize I needed to come out until I was like 19, 20, 21.
Interesting.
I did musical theater, professional musical theater in San Diego. So I was around all these like gays.
Proud.
Gay.
Yeah.
And not to say that's not what I am now, but like glitter throwing queers were around me while I was trying to like figure shit out or even learning that I should figure shit out.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's not me. That's clearly not me. I don't
You didn't see
associate
yourself
with that at
represented.
all.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, I'm not gay. I'm something. And I struggle with erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
So I was just like, well, maybe like sex just isn't the thing for me.
Sure.
And for a while I was like, I don't know my place, but I'm just going to tamp this down and worry about something else because we've got other issues to deal with. So
How did you? Okay. You said you have erectile dysfunction. Is it even with yourself, like by yourself?
no, I
Okay.
can masturbate completely easily and wonderfully.
Prove it. Prove it.
You go live on the Patreon. We'll put it there. No, but it's so easy for me. Like,
Yeah.
I will come so quickly to a goddamn photo on Instagram. You have no idea.
Wait. Do you jerk off to people you know or people you don't know?
Always people I don't know.
Okay.
If I cannot make an emotional connection with someone,
You're
I'm not
coming.
interested. I don't
Wait,
want to come to them anymore.
If you cannot make an emotional connection,
Mm-hmm.
so that makes me think you would jerk off to people you know
No.
because you don't want an emotional connection.
I know so few people. How do I explain this? It's not that I have a hard time connecting emotionally. It's that
I do.
I respect people too much to masturbate behind their back.
Oh,
If I'm
okay.
attracted to them,
Okay.
and I have that connection,
Sure.
I'll
Just do it in real life.
Yeah, I'll invite them over.
Okay, that makes sense. Also, the person you haven't fooled around with kind of lives in like a fantasy
Mm-hmm.
land.
I knew this porn star guy, and we've hooked up before, but then I found out he got pec implants, and I have not like looked at him with sexual desire since I found that out.
So you do not like body modifications, or are there ones like? Okay, wait. This is the question. If
Well,
no
first
one had
of all,
told
the reason I
you-
brought that up was
Okay.
because like there's a lack of respect I now have for that.
Oh,
Because
as a fitness person.
Yeah, I was just like, you looked incredible, and now my image of you is someone who is insecure, and that turns me off,
Oh,
regardless
okay.
if that's true or not.
Sure.
But like that kind of stuff where it's like the emotion behind what I thought we had is gone, and now I'm less interested. So that like mystique is much more necessary for me to just like one and done.
Yeah.
Jerk off and go.
There's all, and the fitness thing makes complete sense to me too, because it's almost like, and I will say, procedures like that, unless they're done in some sort of way that is a health oriented thing, which I don't think it is. It's aesthetics, right? Like he got it for aesthetics.
Yes.
It's like, it's part of that whole, you can look like me if you do these things that I do. And it's like, and get pec implants. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. this is different for men than women because there's a power dynamic that shifts when it comes with body modification. So like I don't extend my judgment to like boob jobs or anything when it comes to women, but if a man is attractive, knows he's attractive, sells products because he's attractive, and then gets a body modification without telling anyone, and continues to be attractive and sell products,
it's like, you get really upset.
It's not even upset. It's just like, you're pathetic. Like,
Sure.
oh, what is, like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it does seem kind of dishonest.
To not disclose it, that is so trash.
And we're in like, okay, I have a million pec implant questions. When you fooled around with him, he had the implants?
No, he didn't.
Oh. And when you saw him with it, you thought he just got in better shape, or you immediately knew they were implants?
I think it was like, oh, where you been? He was like, well, I've been out for 2 weeks because of this. I was like, oh.
I wonder if you can like. That seems. It feels like okay.
It's the same as it's not. It's the same as a boob job.
Oh really?
Because I believe you get it under the muscle.
Oh okay. I was gonna say I could see someone like pushing it. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, there are botched surgeries everywhere where people will just like calf implants will move or ab implants will like look weird.
Yeah.
It's such a fine line.
I didn't know about ab implants.
Oh, you can implant anything, babes.
You can implant anything.
They're doing it with phones now. You just put it right in the body.
I would. Okay,
That's a
you're
joke.
pushing the
That's a
okay,
joke.
but you're talking to the wrong person because I'm into it. Like put the chip in my brain.
Oh,
put the computer. I want a
that?
USB port where I can like upload information.
Oh my gosh, you're the 1984 image that liberals want.
That sounded like the big mouth girl. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Is it Nick Kroll?
Yeah, Nick Kroll is the.
Well, yeah. We stand.
Gosh.
Oh my god, Jennifer.
She's so funny. Wait. We were talking about erectile dysfunction. How you need to have an emotional connection to someone.
Yeah.
Or you prefer it.
I sexually don't really want to be involved in someone who doesn't give a shit about me, and vice versa.
Okay.
And on top of that, it is difficult for me to get hard.
When you're not.
Sex has always been a really weird place to navigate. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I bet that stems from your anxiety too.
Yeah, for sure.
But I will say, I'm on an anti-anxiety. It fucked with my sex drive a little bit.
It always does.
Yeah.
That's another thing that makes me nervous about pills or like any kind of mental medication is like there's a period where you're just not going to be regular. You got to figure it out.
But I will say, it was almost like a welcomed side effect. I was like, great. It's off the table right now. Let's make some money.
But
you know?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean,
finally get this pesky wang out of the way.
Pesky penis.
Always shoving himself where he doesn't need to be.
Okay, you don't remember the first thing? Oh, Mario. Okay. Do you remember your first orgasm?
No.
I love it. You've blocked out everything.
But I remember specifically hanging on the monkey bars, like felt amazing.
Go on.
That's all.
Okay.
There's no connection to like coming in that, but I remember that was the first like sensual feeling, and I have no idea what the science is there.
So there must be something though, and I just brought this up to last week's guest. I have a guy friend who used to hang from a branch of a tree in the woods, and if he like lifted his legs up kind of like a L shape parallel, it would like tingle and like make him feel orgasmic.
Yeah.
So there must be something like if a muscle stretched in your groin, like when you're younger, it like triggers some pleasure.
Yes. And it's just weird. I think about it occasionally because like I'll do a pull-up and I'll be like, yeah, what is up with middle school Kev? What's going on there?
Because there's nothing anymore. Now you're just like, I'm tired.
Yes. I do a pull-up and I say, check please.
Pull-ups and squats are two of the things my body's never like, yay! It's like, motherfucker.
Working out is all stupid.
Okay.
Anyone who enjoys working out is either lying or crazy.
Crazy, sure.
Like,
you
you
both
can like
understand.
the effects of working out.
Of course.
After. You can feel good in what you've done, and you can feel more like ready for the day. But if you like working out, you're crazy.
You're so
Thank you. If anyone's watching and anyone's listening
You're
and
a
they like
fitness
working
person,
out.
Joe.
No, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Working out is terrible. And you know what the problem is, though? I think too many people associate other people's workouts with what they should be doing instead of activity and finding fun in being active.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've been a stairs over elevator and escalator guy for a long time. And I'm always like, baby workout, you know? Oh,
That's wonderful. Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Just staying active.
Yeah, I think to justify what I was saying, I think working out and being active are two different things. One is a rectangle, one is a square. A square can be a rectangle, a rectangle can be a square. Something like that.
I love. Wait, okay, so do you remember your first orgasm? Do you remember like when you discovered your body though? Like when you started getting into
Yeah, I mean, it was all just like this vague time in like late middle school, early high school.
Yeah.
So like what, 13, 14, 15?
yeah.
I just remember like it was I had no reason to be as repressed as I was.
I was gonna ask you because you repressed the gay feeling. What was the tone or what was the vibe of sex and homosexuality in your household?
It was just sex was never really talked about.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I grew up with a Christian community theater.
Okay.
It's called CYT in San Diego. It was basically like an after school program where we put on
Musicals,
shows.
yeah.
And it was this pretty like successful organization, and like it was popular, and I had friends in it and I enjoyed doing it. But gay was always
Like,
okay.
If the Christian church was okay with the gay or they
Well, it was the kind of like centrist, like, oh my gosh, I accept you and
Tolerant.
all of your issues.
Yeah.
And
Hate
it was kind
the
of that kind of stuff.
sin,
And
not
looking
the
back,
sinner.
that veiled language wasn't really like recognized, but I do think there was a shame behind being
course.
different.
being tolerated is not being embraced.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
So I think there was just a general amount of shame for not being normal. And I thought like my voice was higher and I hated that. I was skinnier. I hated that. And so I think there was just a lot of just piles of insecurities that just kind of amounted to like, I don't want to feel this way.
I don't want another thing.
Yeah. It was interesting. I was watching the other day. There's they're talking about being gay, and there's some Trixie Mattel talks about something where she's like, sometimes I just be in science class and just like be like, oh, I'm gay. I still have to deal with this. And I was like, that's tea.
That's so
That is a hard
triggering, like a flashback of sorts.
You're like, oh, I'm still gay, and I'm doing science, and I'm gay. God damn it.
And like the surprise boners, did you ever get those in school? Like we're like,
Yeah.
I'm hard for no particular reason right now.
Yes, but there wasn't a communication around surprise boners, so I didn't know what to do with them. Also, like I don't get hard that often when I don't want to because of an erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
So they were never really like surprise. It was more like, there's the reason. Look in front of you. That's the reason.
That's
you
the
dumb
reason.
bitch. You dumb slut, bitch.
Dumb slut.
You horny
bitch.
I wasn't a very creative middle schooler.
That might be the episode title. You horny bitch.
You horny.
horny.
You want to be dumpster slut, but you can't be a dumpster
Wanna
slut.
be dumpster slut. Oh wait. So do you remember your first sexual experience with another person?
I'll
Please
tell
say
you what
no.
it should have been.
I love it. You're about to say no, aren't you?
Here's the thing. I think there's 3 different events
Okay.
that could be.
We got time.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, so the first time was with my at the time girlfriend, who is a fucking goddess. And I
Oh.
wish I was straight just so I
'cause
can
she's-
like have her.
She's gotten better over time.
No, I've improved. I figured my shit out.
she's just
She was
been great, stayed
yes,
great. Okay.
Yes, she was the beard who deserved more. And I think we all have that in our lives.
Oh my God. I've ruined several girls.
But I specifically remember she made like a blanket fort-esque thing, and she really wanted to like get down and dirty because we had been dating for a while and
Yeah.
And she was like fooling around a little bit, and I was just not into it because
She was fooling around. I love, like, was she doing stuff to herself or to you?
No, she was like cuddling and like wanting to kiss and like clear, like looking back, she made every like correct, polite, wonderful move.
Yeah.
And if it was me in my body back then, I would have been like, I don't know how you're doing this so well, but I have not even mastered this kind of like effortlessness.
Yeah.
Congrats.
She was smooth. Yeah.
Of course. And so, but I remember specifically Seinfeld was playing in the background because we both loved watching the show. Still love Seinfeld. We stan. And I used that as an excuse. I was like, I can't do anything with like Jerry talking in the background.
And she's like, click.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm just not into it anymore. I'm like throwing up in my mouth.
And
thinking
she was just
about
like
it now.
kind and patient.
Absolutely.
She probably thought she had a catch. Like, Kevin's just like not ready.
Literally. Yeah. And I just like, it pains me still.
Those moments, it's like the science class moment where you're just like,
why am I like this? Why am I like this?
And you can't take it back. The damage is done.
I text her like, because we still communicate. I think she's great. We still communicate, and I apologize. Like every once in a while, I'm like, I'm sorry.
So embarrassed.
You deserve so much better.
Is she a heterosexual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hope she's found what she's looking for.
Me too. She still lives in San Diego. She's dope as hell.
Is
Anyway.
that where you're from? San Diego? Cool.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is from Del Mar.
Oh,
okay.
I don't like California.
San Diego. Oh,
in
what?
general.
Okay.
Like I don't think it's a great place to
Thank
grow
you
up.
for coming on the pod. This has been Kevin McDonald. You don't like California. You live here, you know.
Here's the cool. Yes. So I live here because of I moved to LA for like acting jobs.
Okay.
But yeah, I cannot stand the weather. I think it's too hot. I don't want to be outside ever. Everything is expensive, and everyone just kind of acts like that's okay. And I'm like, oh. And also,
This is the depression talking.
yeah, I don't have any, like, listen, I'm going to complain about literally everything that's in front of me, and that's fine. But I, like, I don't know. There's nothing. I'm an indoor cat, and there's nothing for me.
Oh,
in
well, okay. So
California.
why not New York?
Oh, well, New York sucks.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No. Let me rephrase that. I
don't think it sucks, but I have a lot more qualms with New York than I do with LA.
Yeah, so when I was graduating high school, I was like, I could do professional theater.
Yeah.
But
B-way.
if I'm going to, I have to go to New York to do like
Yeah.
the Broadway.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was good enough. I was like, I'm not passionate enough, and I don't love this enough to like fight for those roles.
Which you do.
And then second, I thought going to a city like that would be far too extreme of a change for me, and I don't think I was ready.
Sure.
So I was like, obviously LA, the sister city on cocaine.
2
to San
hours
Diego.
away. Yeah.
Is the safer choice. So that's why, like, it's what I know, it's what I'm familiar with, but I don't, like, we don't stan. I'm not going to like, comment, and subscribe to California's OnlyFans. That's not happening.
California, I'm ready for you to send those whole pics my way. I'm subscribing. I'll pay for the year in advance. How
Does
about that?
California not seem like the abusive boyfriend to you?
No.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Work.
Because I do like the weather. Although I do burn, I am an indoor cat as well. The weather's perfect. The people are really chill.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like spring all the time. I grew up with seasons.
Spring?
I grew up with...
in the last sentence, you're talking about burning in the sun.
Yeah,
that ain't perfect.
Temperature and sun... I can
had
get burnt
my
in winter.
AC blasted, and I still sweat through my shirt a little bit on the drive over here.
It's because you got
Mama,
all
that's
those
not
muscles.
perfect. And I'm not. My argument though is that perfect does not exist.
Oh, okay.
California's too hot.
It's not though. It's like maybe Arizona or like Nevada. That's hot. Palm
so
Springs is hot.
True.
LA is
Palm
like-
Springs is in California. Did you know that?
For now. LA is by the water. It's just like, I love it. I don't have to sell anyone in LA.
Ugh.
And
Good luck
if you
finding
don't-
parking near the water.
If you don't like LA, you can fucking leave.
Again, my insecurities are my own. I am not the kind of person to go around and be like, everyone in LA is so fake.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the people in LA are kind of the best part. Like,
For
the
sure.
only reason I haven't left is because I have friends here, because I enjoy going out. Like, like, there is nothing better than going out to like a drag show and being able to see like a different kind of show every night, depending on like what city you're in.
For sure.
City?
Oh, like
town?
our boroughs.
There you go.
Yeah.
What side of the freeway you're on?
Totally.
Like that, I am in love with that, and you can't get that many places.
No.
But like, don't ask me to like be happy about burning in the sun. Fuck you.
I want to have you back on the pod when you are medicated.
Oh, watch me just be like, dude,
I'm
we're having a great
loving
time. Can I whip it out
life.
right now?
Yeah, it's hard. It's not hard, but it's like it feels emotionally. It's hard.
Oh my god. But imagine me with all these opinions as an adolescent who didn't know how to like frame their insecurities in
Sure.
a way that just made them sound mean.
You were just like putting them on everyone else.
Yeah. Oh, what a nightmare.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're half past it.
I have the language to communicate the
yes,
problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also funny too. Your handle is your friend Kevin, and you're mean.
I made that ironically too.
Oh, really?
Not realizing that I would ever be anything that people respected. So that kind of backfired.
Man, when the self-esteem hits, you might be like uber famous.
Those hoes better watch out.
Yeah.
It's over for you.
Wait, so the girl in the fort was your first. What were the other two?
There was another instance where I had a friend who was like comfortable enough, and I think he like fingered me one night, and that was fun and consensual and cool. And then like the penetrative, I think, happened like 2 years later, where I think I spent so much time. It was in LA. I basically had come out, not like officially, but like I just started saying yes when people asked. And there was never a period where it's like, I'm gay, I'm queer.
Sure. Yeah. Happy coming out day.
Yeah.
Big
and,
announcement.
Wait,
What's the timeline here?
I'd say like I was 18 to 19 with the fort in Seinfeld.
Oh, that's an
Yes.
old fort.
Yes.
I
I'm
was
telling
honestly
you.
thinking it was like 15, 16.
No, I'm pathetic. Anyway.
No.
No, but like, yeah, like,
But yeah,
I had spent
18,
so much
19
time
was Fort Girl.
not doing anything.
Okay.
Then later, like 21, 22.
Did you go to college? In college?
No, I went to
Good
community
for
college
you.
because I knew I didn't know what I wanted to do.
And college is a scam.
I was already making money doing like theater
Yeah.
and performing,
Like, I don't
and
need
all
to
of my
go
friends
down.
are going to school to make money to perform. I was like, oh, well, it looks like I'm already there, fam.
No artist. I
No
mean, if you
artist.
just want like the social experience, like
Art
but
is not worth it.
Watch
YouTube videos.
or take the $20,000-$30,000 and go live where you want to live,
Yeah.
and like just train with someone you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my, that's what I'll tell. If I ever have children, that's what I'll tell them. Don't go to school. Just watch YouTube videos.
Honestly,
If you want to know how to create a 3-act structure, watch a YouTube video.
Get Save the Cat.
Oh my! I was annoyed with that book, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't like it the first time I opened it because like this is all about how to make money, and now that I want to make money, I'm like,
exactly. It's framed through capitalism, and I'm like, can you just tell me how to like, what? I shouldn't have read it because it's not what I was looking for.
sure,
but yeah, I
it's
was
how to
like,
write the next Legally Blonde, not how to.
Oh my god, there is a. Like, what is it? A 3-page insert where they just talk about how good of a name Legally Blonde is.
They say it's like a perfect movie, but they're right.
They're
It's
right.
been a
They're
Broadway
right. But
show.
don't write a book about that.
It's been a reality show.
Yeah, it has.
Miss
I don't know why my
Congeniality.
tone is like this. Legally Blonde is incredible, and the musical is
know.
probably one of the best musicals
so
ever written.
funny.
Yeah.
He made fun of me for 2 things before we started the pod, and then revealed he's like, I do those things too. I'm like, bitch.
See, now we can share in I am the one punching up. Thank you.
He's
Always.
fisting up.
Fisting. I'm fisting humanity. You're welcome.
Wait, okay. I want to know more about the guy who fingered you. And what was that setup?
I don't remember how we met.
Okay.
But how did we meet?
This is in San Diego?
No, this was in LA. I'd been living here for a while.
Okay, so you're in your early 20s then?
Mm-hmm. So I moved out here, I think, when I was 20, 21.
Okay.
And then just like fuddled around because for the longest time I fell out of love with musical theater. I was like, it's just not fun anymore. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do because I didn't think I was a good enough actor to be like you know how like really good actors will be able to make a shitty script and just be fun.
Yeah.
You know, like Meryl Streep. The joke is that she could play Batman, but like she can take any script and
make
turn
it her
into
own.
something fun.
Yeah.
I did not believe I had the ability to do that. I couldn't look at like a college project, a film school, whatever, and then be able to turn that turd into something I could use for my own benefit.
There's a lot of things going on here, though. You're comparing 21-year-old Kevin to Meryl Streep.
No. That's an example of someone who,
But also,
is great at what they do.
College
but like,
scripts are garbage.
Right, but how do you make as an actor, how do you make a good reel with only bad projects?
Oh, sure. I mean, it's a bad reel for a few years.
Sure, but your charisma kind of has to be the thing that sells you.
I like them. Yeah, okay.
And I didn't believe I had enough charisma.
What about uniqueness?
Nerve and talent? No, I have a penis. See, I'm lost at all sides. Now is a different story.
Okay, now you
But
could
back then,
polish the turd.
Absolutely. I have a full pussy ready to go for any casting director that wants
Full
to
pussy
know.
Kevin McDonald over here. Wait, okay, so you met this guy.
Oh wait, we are all over the place.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I can lasso and reel.
Lovely. So I want to say I was around 22, 23.
Good
and
age.
He was extremely respectful, lovely, was very aware of my boundaries, and probably was very much picking up on the fact that I just was not experienced in the art of sexual debauchery. So debauchery. You get it. You can thesaurus. You
Fuckery.
understand. And so yeah, I think he was like, "Do you wanna?" I was like, "Sure." And I wasn't prepped in any professional way that I should have been, so I can only imagine how mediocre it was. But that was probably my first sex experience.
Him fingering you.
Yeah.
Did you engage with his penis?
Possibly. I might have
The
sucked
look of
it.
disgust. Okay.
My disgust is only for myself because
Okay.
if I did, it was not great.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Then what's the third one?
And then the first time I can remember bottoming was, I think I was 24, maybe 25, and
On
I
your wedding
literally
night.
what?
On your wedding night.
Yes, I had remained pure for him for so long.
Okay, 24, 25.
I'm sorry, for her. No, yeah, I was 24, 25, and I saw a guy at Grindr, and I was like, we're done. I'm done.
Not
with
being
this.
experienced bottom or whatever.
I think it was just I need something up my ass right now. End of sentence.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I think there was just this cosmic sort of emotions that came over me. I was like, the next person that texts me, I'm going to their place.
God was like, "You're ready.
You're ready." And
You've
it was
prepared."
Fine. It was fine.
It was fine. But I will say did he know it was your first time taking a penis?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I definitely use the phrasing of oh, I don't normally do this.
He's like, yeah,
He's
you and
like,
every other
yeah.
mustache straight guy on this app.
Oh, please. As if I had the confidence back then to have a mustache. Please.
It also wasn't probably in vogue maybe then.
I think, what isn't in vogue?
That's fair. Everything kind of flies.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you've had these sexual experiences. This is in your mid-20s now. What have you had a quote unquote slutty phase of your life?
Actually, I'm kind of in it now.
Go on.
Yeah, with a lot more foresight, because for the longest time, due to my erectile dysfunction and my just like lack of knowledge around proper, safe sex, I'm not great at bottoming when it comes to, like, I'm just very sensitive.
Yeah.
So large dicks are tough, and I don't like pain at all.
Okay.
So,
yeah, anal would be hard. I mean, you have to really
Yeah.
slowly build up to it.
and it's really funny because there are all these jokes about like small dicks and what have you, and I'm like, actually,
Gimme.
they're my favorite. If you got a small dick, a slip
Hit
and
me
slide,
up.
baby. There's no room for, like, what are you gonna do? Not hurt me? Come over, please. And then when someone had a huge dick, I was like, no, that looks awful.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to rearrange some things.
Some interior. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to do any interior decorating for you. I hate it already. I hate all of my furniture already.
Move these organs over here.
But yeah, in the last like 6 months, I started experimenting with actual like poppers. And then also I got erectile dysfunction pills.
Oh, like I almost said Prozac. What's the popular one?
Viagra?
Viagra.
No. So that one's over the counter. You need like a doctor's prescription.
Oh.
They do make now lower prescription
Uh-huh.
that they sell over like the internet. So certain like I get mine from Roman, and
Okay.
they do like hair loss
They're
pills
like
and
Hims,
stuff.
Keeps.
Exactly. And so essentially it's just lower dosages of what used to be regulated
Okay.
and is now just available over the online. So now I can like sustain like for longer, and I can top, and then also I can bottom with more safety because I'm like fucking relaxed for once in my life.
Oh.
So now is kind of the experimental phase.
Is it Oh, is it something you take before you're gonna have sex, or is it
Yeah.
a daily? Okay.
So like 30 minutes to an hour before I know what's gonna happen, I'll like take the pills, and then
Have you ever been talking to a guy in Grindr, taking the
No.
pill, and then
I
he
don't
like
have
cancels? Oh, you don't have
Grindr
Grindr
or Scruff.
Okay, talk to me about that. How are you a slut without them?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes, I use all of my sexual debauchery. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just gonna melt them together and make a joke out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't want. Well, first of all, during the pandemic, I realized there were too many people that were willing to come over to my house during the pandemic that made me feel a little uncomfortable.
You're gonna risk your life and
Yeah,
our
it was really
lives,
that. And then on top of that, whenever I did open the app, I was feeling the worst about myself. I needed the most validation. I was feeling bad. I was bored, or I needed an excuse to look at something.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing that, I was like, if I'm opening this app when I'm feeling bad about myself,
Not a
there
good
is
sign.
no version of these interactions that can be authentic. So I just deleted them and haven't had them for about a year now.
Oh wow.
But I will sext night and day over Instagram. Like there is no fucking tomorrow.
Okay.
But also like the paper trail of having someone's history and who they are is so much more like fun to me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like if I can, like someone with an empty profile, we kind of talked about this before we started, but like a blank profile to me, you might as well be nobody. And it's not that you don't matter, but it's like who are you? And
These people are on Instagram or Grindr?
Instagram.
Okay.
Like sexually, if I want a connection with someone, I'm not going to be able to make that connection
To a blank profile.
Yeah, with the
Of
blank
course.
profile. And you can spill out your entire heart in that comment section. That's great, but like there's nothing for me other than the veneer of maybe a compliment.
Oh my God. So for you, it's like, oh, Todd from Michigan. And like you see his profile, you see him like his stories, and you engage with him sexually. And like that's exciting because it's like this is someone like an authentic, real person.
Yeah.
Who sends me his dick pic in invisible mode or dark mode or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you utilize that? Isn't that like dark mode or when it like?
I think it's a little tacky.
Oh, really?
Well,
Wait,
like
so did you just
vanish
leave?
mode.
Yeah, vanish mode.
If I wanted a vanish mode, I would still be using Snapchat, which I don't.
I didn't do Snapchat.
No, I'm so young, very young. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not. Actually, as a little sidebar, I do find it attractive when someone my age knows how to use social media.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
And I'm right on the cusp of millennial, where there are like half of us that are like TikTok, boo, like the kids are unrelatable these days. Remember hula hoops? Like that is the most annoying perspective to me.
Okay.
Versus like the other type of millennial, which I feel like is just melting into the online culture and kind of lets it wash over them. And they're like, oh, is this what we're doing now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like that I find so much more attractive than someone who rejects change.
No, it's just like older people who are like, pronouns, like in my day we had two. It's like,
you'd be surprised. Well, what's interesting is like I consider myself, by definition, unfortunately, I'm an influencer. I carry influence.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends are like, ugh, influencers, womp womp. And I'm like, buddy, I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
Careful, because a lot of this applies directly to me.
Yeah.
You just don't think it does because you find me more authentic.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very interesting how people have an opinion on something without really doing any research on it. Do you know what I mean? Like you hear influencer, you hear millennial, you hear Gen Z, and it's like bad. Like I don't know, it's like negative connotations.
Yeah, there's very specific stereotypes involved.
No one's like, I love millennials. You know, it's like they're usually being mean about it.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, wait. Sex. You're in your slutty, quote unquote, slutty phase.
Yeah. But I also know too much about what I want sexually for it to be like crazy. Like I'll have sex maybe once a week.
Wait,
that's my slutty phase.
Can you tell what you want sexually?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just want someone who's like nice to their mother, and someone who's going to respect me, and someone who is going to appreciate my boundaries and maybe cuddle a little bit after.
Okay. But after sex?
Or before, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Wait. So you don't have a type?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, I guess, no, like clean hair, clean skin, and then like someone who looks like they take care of themselves.
Sure. Like another fitness expert?
No. Oh my God. No.
Oh, really?
No.
You've dabbled?
Here's the thing. I hate myself. And anyone that represents me is not someone I respect. Like, I spend too much, and I spend an annoying amount of time at the gym, right? Why would I want an annoying amount
double
of
the pleasure, double your fun?
Yeah, no. Is it worth like holding a bicep? It's not. Also, half those fitness influencers out there have nothing to fucking say.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just let me talk to someone. I just want to have a conversation. Let's get some wine. Let's like chill out on the couch. Let's listen to some SZA and like vibe. But fitness influencers like someone who opens the door and is like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Ah!"
Oh, sure.
I feel like I'm. The metaphor would be like waking up on top of the Superman roller coaster and just like going for it. Be like, I need a second. Like,
I need to wait in line for 45 minutes.
Let me look at your kitchen to see if there are cockroaches there before I get naked in front of you. By the way, you've got a great kitchen.
Oh my God.
It's lovely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest kitchen, but
I will gladly get naked in front of you now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I passed the vibe check. I don't drink wine, but more for you.
Yay.
You can have the whole bottle.
Oh my God, thank you. So I have had coffee, an energy drink, and we're adding on wine.
Yeah.
This is, I think I'm really healthy.
Yeah. It's all about balance.
Oh my God, it's all about balance, kindness, and respect.
Yes, and someone who wait, you said who you like their mom, or who? What'd you say about the mom?
Be nice to your mother.
Oh, sure.
Unless like insert context here, but also like oh my God, be nice to your mother. Call your mother. Wait, you're not good enough.
Call your mother. Yeah. Okay. Let's play a round of hot or not.
Oh.
I'm gonna pitch. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch subject or topics, and you tell me if you find them hot or not.
Work.
You can go into detail, you can not, but yeah. Okay, I just love starting with PDA. I don't know why I always start not for you and not for people around you.
if I am to display PDA, it wouldn't be authentic for me. It would
Okay.
be because I am trying to show everyone else how my PD is.
Okay.
Uh
How affectionate my personal displays are.
yeah.
Okay.
So it always comes off as inauthentic.
Oh, like performative.
Yes. And so if I were to do it, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, is this really what you want? And probably no.
Wait, this actually brings me to a point. Are you a relationship guy?
That's tough. I imagine myself to be.
Yeah.
But I am so currently obsessed with like work.
Yeah.
Like I don't care enough
Yeah.
about being in a relationship that it just is never justified in being in the forefront of my brain.
Of course. I relate to that.
I can imagine myself being in a like perfectly loving relationship. I see myself with someone down the line, but I can't picture who that individual is. And if I can't picture like any kind of person there, I don't think
Right.
that's kind of the sign.
It's also like you have to be at a place where you are comfortable giving up time
Yeah.
at the very least, not to mention money and focus and energy, but like you have to be like, oh, I will go to this thing I'm not that excited about because the guy I'm interested in wants to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot of sacrifice.
Sure.
Okay, PDA, choking during sex, like being choked or choking.
Hot
Okay.
as a concept.
Okay.
If someone were to choke me, I'd be like, oh, why?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm not here to kink shame, but why do you need to be choking me right now?
Sure.
That's a weird power dynamic that I would love for you to explain to me.
I guess it's like an offshoot of dominance.
Yeah. And if you want to be dominant, by all means, sure. I'm pretty like 50-50 in the bed. Usually, like, if you suck my dick, like, I'm going in for yours, and I'm going to try to make it the same amount of time, and instead it's just
suck it
pleasurable.
real good.
I'm gonna do my best. No, I'm usually, like, I imagine everything in the bedroom as, like, a partnership.
Okay.
And, like, I don't know.
Tit for tit.
And ass for ass. But, yeah, I would be like, all right, well, is it my turn to choke now? Turn over. Like, that's kind of how I imagine that. It
so
seems...
are you a verse flip queen?
I'm a verse, yes. Depending on my mood, I'm verse. Usually I'll pick one position and like stick with that, but it all depends.
For the person?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you like a dynamic like that exists? Like, do you
What do
mean like with, you just said like you pick based on the person. So it's like,
Oh, I mean, like some people are tops.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll bottom for you. And then some people
Yeah,
are
I'll
bottoms.
top
And I'm
you.
like, yeah, I'll top.
Oh, you're
I've been in
just-
situations where I've done both. Cool.
Okay.
Like, what's the vibe? What's the person? What do they want that day? Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I also think that if someone's only one thing,
Yeah.
why? Like, listen, if you've tried it and you don't like it, by all means.
I have
If you're
a
only one
lot of
thing,
thoughts here.
why?
I think it's a spectrum thing.
Sure.
I think it's for me, I've gotten trapped sometimes in roles and like being attracted to tops who were like tops and like they like that's their, they that's what they love doing. And like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
their personality.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm just like, oh, that's like, he, in a weird way, he knows what he likes or what he wants. But I'm aspiring bisexual. I've said this a million times.
Me too.
It sounds great. I'm just not there.
That's the thing, though. Like, women are better. Mm-hmm. And so, why am I?
If it were more common to just have like a life partner, I think gay men and women would be like owning property, opening businesses, settling down.
Yeah.
Because I would love to go on a date with a guy and then come back to my wife and like talk about it.
Yes. I think that already happens in straight relationships.
Does it?
Just less of the talking.
Okay.
I think it's just a little more secretive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't want secrets.
I'm sorry. I just like, you said that, and immediately I just think of a Republican that goes out to sleep with a gay guy and then comes home to his wife and is like, the meeting was fine.
Yeah. He's got like a black eye. It's like,
He's choked.
What happened? A condom in his butt.
Sorry. So yeah, that would be great. No, I am also an aspiring bisexual. What's held me back is my erectile dysfunction.
Really?
Because if I'm like, I'm too old to be experimenting with someone who is better than me. Like, if I'm attracted to a woman, if I'm attracted to a woman, I just respect women so much. I'm not going to waste their time.
You want to bring your A
I don't
game.
want to experiment with you. You deserve better. You deserve someone who's going to come in and rock your world. I can't give that to you yet.
You should go to Burning Man.
You're dying to liberate me from any qualm in my brain.
I hope it's not in a pushy way.
No, not at all. You're 100% correct.
Oh yeah. It's like one of those things. It's like life's too short. You're gonna look back and be like, why was I worried about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why didn't I eat more pussy? That's what you're gonna say on your deathbed.
Yes.
Why didn't I eat more pussy?
I just. He's about to go. Would you like to say goodbye? And he's like,
Sit on my face.
Cheers.
Sex outdoors.
Dirty? Not. I'm thinking not. Again, like, for me, why?
Yeah. Well, okay, you're on a hike. It's like a third date.
How about this?
It's like
I just had a photo shoot yesterday where
where I jerked off.
I just full nudity in the woods. No, for anyone listening, I also don't do nudes. I don't know if that's I think we've been
it's probably not that
we've been
clear.
joking about me being a dirty cum dumpster, but also I don't.
And again, that's
my
aspiring.
peen isn't there. You're not gonna find it. So don't subscribe or don't pay for anything.
Are you
thinking you're gonna get
sure
that?
you're not on LPSG,
I don't know what that is.
Large Penis Support Group?
Oh no,
a-
I'm not there actually.
It's you'd be there against your will. It's like a forum where people are like, hey, does anyone have pictures of your friend Kevin?
Oh, support.
And then
I thought this was like a meme where like,
No,
I've got a big
it's-
dick and my life is really
it's
hard.
a website.
Oh,
And
then
it's
maybe.
like- yeah. Anyway.
I mean, listen, if there are nudes out there, they're not consensual.
no. I mean,
so
no.
Let's hope not. Anyway.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, so I had a photo shoot and we went on a hike
Mm-hmm.
and the vibe was like camp counselor striptease. And it was so incredibly uncomfortable. There was
Really?
no one around. We were on a trail and we were just like finding locations and trees
photographer?
and stuff. And it was just like at every like second in my brain I was like, what was that sound? Is there someone there? What? That was probably a squirrel, but it could also be a person walking behind us.
Oh,
like, it was
and like a butt cheek was out or something.
a little bit. I
Okay.
mean, listen, it wasn't crazy, but I was dressed in less clothes that you would normally wear on a camping
On a
trip.
hike,
so-
sure. And you look like a slutty camp counselor.
Yeah, but that's every day. But yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
true. You guys should see what he's wearing right now. That would be funny if you were dressed like a Boy Scout or something. Threesomes. Go.
Oh,
Sorry.
so just like being
Sex outdoors.
outside,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes me uncomfortable. I just don't want to be seen. I don't want to be judged.
Okay, so sex outdoors to me could be like, have you ever been to Big Bear or Mammoth?
Yes.
Like rented Airbnb cabin or whatever.
Mhm.
There's like a deck,
Mm-hmm.
the stars, it's night, and you're like having sex on the deck.
I love that. I imagine sex outdoors with a lack of privacy.
Oh.
So if that privacy is warranted, then I can fuck with that.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to scar anyone. I don't want like
Yeah.
a mom and son to come around the
There
corner
are
and
plenty
like,
of people who love
I know.
the public shit.
I never want to get caught. I never
Okay.
want to get
So
caught.
when gay men like go to like raves and they do the drugs and they just start like banging on the dance floor,
Yeah.
what's up with that though? Who-
I don't know why I thought you were going to ask a different question, but
No.
I mean that's part of gay culture.
Is it?
I perform on gay cruises and
Oh my gosh! Please tell me everything about it.
it's wild, but I will say, as I'm about to talk about guys getting fucked on the dance floor, yes, that happens. But there's also like a million different ways to gay cruise. Like you could never see a dance floor the whole time you're there.
Sure.
But yeah, guys are really horny. Sex drugs are make it worse or better, I guess, for whoever.
Depending on where the perspective is.
Yeah. And I don't do drugs anymore, but like when I used to be on Molly, like I'd like probably like suck a guy's dick for a second, like
Hot.
in like a warehouse rave setting, not in like, the Glendale Galleria.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I guess I have never done those drugs before, so I can't fathom my brain not looking outside myself, being like, is this where you want to be seen doing that?
Forget real quick. You feel so elated.
That
you're
kind
just
of
like,
answers.
And then a hot guy comes up, or is he hot? You really don't know at certain points. They're touching you. It feels so good. They like kiss your neck, and you're just like, oh, like,
nice.
Let's go.
Hot. All right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So maybe, threesomes and or group sex.
Work. Lovely.
Hot.
Sure. Hot. Yeah. I like, again, it all comes down to authenticity and emotional connection, and I like to share the space.
Yeah.
So I've had sex with married couples before.
Sure.
And it was actually not the greatest because one wanted to like sit back and like masturbate while the other, like, two of us did stuff. And it was fine. But I was like, oh, I thought I was going to involve I thought like we were all going to do something. Like,
Did you want to fool around with the jerk off guy more than the other guy?
No. Not more, but it was obvious that the husband kind of wanted both of them to get in, and he was kind of like saying something. He's like, do you want to join? And that
husband wanted the other husband to join?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I know. Think that they had set up the whole,
I know.
I want to see you.
I know. And at the end of the day, like, it was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember being like, this isn't,
like,
I thought, okay.
And it should have been, honestly, I'm going to say it should have been discussed with you. That was going to be like the dynamic.
Probably.
Because like being watched is a different experience than having a threesome. You know what I mean? It enters
for sure
voyeurism or whatever, exhibitionism.
Yeah. I mean, in this case, they were like 4 feet away. Yeah. So there is that. It wasn't. It was like pretty obviously disclosed. Yeah. But I agree.
What about, speaking of voyeurism or exhibitionism, assuming it's in like a suitable consensual space?
Work. Yeah, hot. I would never like do it myself. If I'm here, if I'm ready, I would love to get involved. Thank you so much. But if someone wants to do that, and
would you?
Sure.
I mean, so being watched or watching people?
If someone was like, hey, can I watch you do something by yourself? I'd probably say no, because I'm like, that
doesn't interest me.
Yeah, like, what am I getting out of that?
Sure.
I'm going to just have fun by myself, and that sounds like an easier thing to do.
There's no other person.
I don't have to go to anywhere. You don't have to come over. Yeah. Like, I just don't get anything out of that.
Okay.
And watching other people, again, I'm like, if I want to get involved, I would like to.
Sure.
So I guess it's just not something I view as something I would want as an option.
Okay. Spit. I'm gonna say not for you.
It's funny. I have like a 50-50, like, yes, good job, and then no, you did that wrong. Like,
It is a dangerous game we play.
I once had someone like spit in my mouth, and it was fine. And I was like, okay, work. But it was also in the middle of the pandemic.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
You can't do this. This was very sexual, but never do that again.
Oh my God.
I know.
Read the room.
I know. And like, at the time, I was hooking up with people I knew were
negative.
I mean, as confident as I was,
it's like,
I'm not gonna say I was 100, but I was pretty sure that it was safe.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I was just like, sir, excuse me, this is a Wendy's. You can't be
a million droplets at one time.
I was like, and after he was like, yeah, I've never done that before. I just like really wanted to try it. I was like, now we choose today.
It's that thing where it's like, don't scratch your head, and then all you want to do is scratch your head. Like, don't spit in people's mouths. And like,
I guess so.
I want to spit in someone's mouth.
I just want to spread this disease.
It is probably the most taboo thing you could have done at the time.
Probably, yeah. But the negative side is that I had someone like spit on their dick and try to use
Spit
that
on-
as lube.
Oh,
And
oh.
that did not work.
That's a
so
different. Yeah.
so now I'm just like, if spit's involved, we'll see.
Spit works for like a second in the butt, but then like it's not sustainable.
Yeah, spit is not lube.
No.
The great poet Jasmine Masters
Spit is
once
not
said,
lube.
"Spit is not lube."
Put that on my tombstone. What about taboo things like water sports? I don't know if that's taboo anymore.
No,
It's pretty.
it's not. My answer is not.
Okay.
Also,
and it's not.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, like, labeling something as taboo kind of sounds like it's in the realm of shaming anyway.
For sure.
Because as someone who used literally any excuse to embarrass themselves or think something was not to be discussed as a child, I think like just saying anything is like, is that weird? It's
Right.
like, well, it is now because you just made that label.
It's like what's normal.
Yeah, I literally, the line for me is pretty much drawn at like where someone wants to do it.
Okay.
Because again, like if I'm at a club and someone is engaging in that stuff, I'm like, like I turn into just the preacher's wife
A Mormon,
who cannot
yeah.
believe. We're like, this is a place of entertainment and sacred culture. How dare you? Meanwhile, I'm at Fat Slut at the
Yeah.
precinct, just watching
that
people.
garbage whore.
Yeah, eating chicken on stage and pulling Meatball to the ground by their wig.
Yes.
If someone were to ask, I would say no, only because it's like, it's just the association with filth that I'm not into.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
go nuts, kiddos.
Go off, queen.
Yeah.
Eating ass.
Oh, love it.
Really?
Love. I have a
Compose yourself.
I'm upset because I love eating ass so much, but for the longest time I didn't because the first ass I ate was not clean enough.
Ooh.
And then I was like, well, if that's
Scarred.
what that is,
Yeah.
I'm never doing it again.
And then you just had to kind of like get closer to the ass.
Yeah,
little by
I
little.
had basically like I had to see enough people be like, I love it, and I'd be like, okay, all right.
That is a bad first experience.
I know, and there's just nothing I can do about it.
No, it's there.
It held me back for years. Years.
What about having your ass eaten?
Lovely, wonderful.
Okay. Cum.
Hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite place to come or a favorite place for the other person to come?
Actually, I associate cum with orgasm.
Yeah.
And so I like the orgasm. I think the cum part is like a flivorous mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you would do away with cum if you could? If
I
there was
don't-
a destroy all cum button.
If it keeps women safe, yes.
Aww.
Yeah, I would do that.
Aww.
I know. I'm basically Mother Teresa.
Kind of a saint.
Yes and no. I am aware that a lot of people get off on it.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell like a lot of people have had sex with love like coming on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, work. That's great for me. It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay.
So it's more like something I will put up with for their pleasure that causes me no hindrance or harm.
You're a pleaser.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Do you often come second?
No.
Oh.
I come so fast. I have to like hold it.
Wait, is this typical? Someone who deals with ED also comes fast?
I don't think they're connected in any way, shape, or form.
Interesting. I guess actually coming fast, is that a form of ED?
Yeah, because if the pill makes me hard,
Yeah.
now I'm hard. Good job.
Right.
So it's not something.
Wow. Fascinating.
Yeah, I don't think I have no idea. This is not backed up in anything I understand
Mm-hmm.
about the world or science, but I don't think the hardness of your genitals relate in any way to the speed at which you orgasm.
And how fast it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a bullet train or is it a
Or yeah, you
paintball
you
gun?
make it a ghost load.
Ghost load. Okay. Last one. Oh, making out.
No, not.
Not hot. Oh, you're actually very interesting.
I know. I enjoy making out sometimes, but you know how you have your like social clock where it's like your timer runs out and you're like,
Sure.
I need a rest.
Sure.
I have that for making out and it lasts about 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's not enough time to dissect
know.
this.
I know.
That is that kind of floors me.
But again, like I will of course partake because I know other people like love it and that's their version of cuddling, and sometimes even like that is
It's mouth cuddling.
Yeah, so like I will partake.
But you're like,
After a while, I'm like, are we gonna do anything?
oh, so it's like for you, it's like it's a micro part of foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, mwah, okay, suck my dick, or let me eat your ass.
Yeah.
And, you know-
I kiss them on their piss slit, and then I say, all right, are we ready?
Eating your ass-
is it straight?
It's like making out with an asshole.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page about that. And the last thing is,
I am nothing but inconsistent. You should know that by now.
the last thing is, what's a piece of advice you'd give to little Kevin before he began a sexual journey?
Ugh. Do we have time?
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
Okay.
Chill the fuck out. And also, you're gay.
You're gay.
You little fag. You little fag. You're gay.
Think of Mario.
Oh my god, you're so fucking gay.
Okay, you're bullying little Kevin now.
I honestly like I wish someone
I feel like
I
you're
wish,
gay.
Yeah, I wish someone had like sat me down and like just pulled up the Google history real quick and then like pulled the underwear out of the drawers and been like, you think for a fucking second that you're gonna live a normal life? Fuck off.
You're gay.
Fuck off. You're gay. Yeah, you're gay. You little idiot.
you don't like
you little
making
stupid
out.
gay bitch.
You're a little cum slut. He's 8 years old. You're a little fucking garbage whore cum slut.
Absolutely. Not even though like holding myself back from gay culture. No, from
Cum culture.
understanding what gay was and accepting that held me back from gay culture. And like it like I have missed out on history
Because you put up a block.
So like that's what really disappoints me. Who cares? I didn't come until I was 21. Who cares? Like the years and the friendships that I didn't make because I was like, gay, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
Drag queens, you mean mental people? Like stupid.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what
be
I remember.
gay. Embrace the gay.
You're gay.
You're
You're
gay.
fucking gay.
Where can people find you? Oh, you already kind of said it. but
Kinda.
Do it again.
You can find me at my handle at your friend Kevin, possibly with an underscore. You can find me on Twitch. I am always streaming. And then you can also watch my TikToks where I continue to complain about everything I see.
We wouldn't want it any other way. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. You for having me.
Yeah.